Congratulations on your victory. I think one of your best performances to date. How are you feeling right now after the victory?
My hands hurt really bad. I never felt this kind of pain before in my hands, so I guess it's a good thing.
Yeah, obviously very aggressive, very active out there. Was that the game plan from the beginning?
Oh, for sure. The game plan was to be light on my toes, conserve my energy, use my jab, stick and move, and pick my shots.
And how do you feel you executed out there? It was a heck of a fight, I thought.
I think I did okay. I don't really know until I watch, but my coaches said I did all right, so they said I would be proud. So,
can you talk about? It's been kind of a crazy couple of weeks for you, right? We saw a little bit of the emotion afterwards. You talked about you felt like you were at rock bottom. Can you just tell us, I guess, kind of, what the journey's been like for you to get here, I guess?
A lot of personal things I won't talk about, but as far as my personal life, that's personal life, this is work life, but the COVID really messed me up. I was a COVID patient just 2 weeks ago, and if I didn't have my coaches who believed in me, my best friend and my parents, I wouldn't be here. And the power of believing in myself. When I got the fight, I was coughing up a lung, I was quarantined in my house. It was just 18 days ago, and they called me, and I didn't know if I was going to heal. But I believed in my skill, I believed in me, and I believed in my coaches and my team, and I just called them, and they were like, let's do it. So.
Fighters can be a crazy bunch sometimes. So was there anybody in your ear trying to say, what are you doing? Don't take this. You're sick. Let's wait. Was there anybody saying, hey, let's not do this?
My parents kind of thought I was nuts because, they're my parents. But they were like, are you sure you'll be okay? And I'm like, Mom. When I got the call, of course, I was really sick and I was nervous because, I couldn't even breathe. But I just told myself, if this girl ran up on me right now while I'm sick, would I fight her? And I told myself, yeah. So the fact that I had 18 days to actually heal up and prepare, not prepare because I was already prepared before getting the COVID. Just the fact that I had 18 days just to heal up and have a whole week with my coaches back in the gym, it was a blessing. So it could always be worse. Anything in life can always be worse, and I'm just glad that we were able to push through it.
Yeah. You guys are friends and fans of each other. Did that make it tougher in there tonight? Did it make it easier? Because it seemed like you were still kind of talking to her. And
she likes to talk shit, so I knew, and I like to a little bit, so she didn't say one word to me in there. It was kind of nuts. I felt like all week she was saying, like, let's get that fight of the night, and man, I hope we delivered.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely entertaining. Still very early in your career, but are you taking a look at rankings and standings and where you stand and all that?
I'm 26 years old. I have a long career ahead of me. I'm healthy, and right now I'm going to need to take the next couple months off to handle some things that I've kind of tried to push off to get here. I'm preparing to come back in the next 5-6 months, hopefully, if not sooner, and go from there. I don't like to talk about rankings. I don't like to talk about my next step because tomorrow is never promised, and I always live by that. So I take it day by day, and whenever Mick asks me to fight someone, I always say yes. I never say no to anybody. So, we'll see how it goes.
Last question for me. You kind of touched on it there, but I guess so ideally you're looking maybe summer of next year before you compete again?
Yeah, for sure. If my stuff that I can handle can go by quicker, then for sure. I'm always down to fight. But right now I need to take a little bit of personal break to handle my stuff.
Hey, tonight you looked faster than you ever have looked before. I was wondering if that was something you specifically worked on in camp, or it just came with the strategy you employed by sticking a jab and staying on the outside.
Honestly, this is a Cheyanne Vlismas that has been waiting to show you guys. My debut, I came in here very injured, and I gave no excuses with that loss. I came in here, I took my loss like any soldier should, and then my last fight, you guys didn't get to see much of me, and this fight, you guys got to see a lot of me. So, I'm excited for the next one you get to see of me. But tonight was everything that my coaches, Ray and Dennis, have known for years that I'm able to execute, and I'm just so happy I was able to do it with them in my corner.
With everything you've gone through with the COVID, the personal stuff you don't want to talk about, how just the feeling of winning the fight, going through all that and still coming out victorious, how good does it feel to be out there?
Let me tell you, when I woke up today, I woke up in tears, and I just was so happy to be here. And just don't ever let anyone or anything ever stop you from just making yourself happy and living your dream.
Thank you.
I know you were talking about you had COVID just a couple weeks ago and everything. Your cardio was on point. Like, how easy was it to bounce back from, hacking up a lung to, going as hard as you went tonight?
It wasn't easy. It was not easy, let me tell you that. My best friend, Destiny McCubbin, who's actually was in my corner tonight, when I got the call, was like 4 or 5 days after I tested positive. And when I got the call, me and Mallory are friends with each other on Instagram, and I see all my friends posting sparring photos with her, and I was just pissed. I mean, I called my best friend, and I was like, listen, I got to fight in 18 days, and I need to train. And my best friend was right there with me in the park sparring me, trying to heal me back up. And let me tell you, when I was gassing within like 2 minutes, and it was nerve-wracking, but she just looked at me and she just kept telling me, like, Cheyanne, you were in shape before this fight. Cheyanne, just believe in yourself. Like, you can do this, you can push through. We just got to get your lungs right. We just got to push the cardio. And as soon as I was able to heal up, and then last week Monday was my first day back in the gym for 2 weeks, I was out. My coaches were like, you're good to go. I mean, the first Monday practice back was obviously like, okay, like I could tell I was out for 2 weeks, but come Friday, Saturday, my last sparring, I mean, my coaches looked at me and they're like, you're ready, you have nothing else left in you, just go out there and fight.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Chai, congrats on the big win.
Thank you.
Right back in here, like you said you would be. Send a message to anybody going through some stuff like this as far as their MMA, boxing, Muay Thai career goes. Because we know, you told us that you bet on yourself, you relocated to Vegas, you're on this journey, but what do you say to anybody who's thinking, do I do it? Do I commit? Do I take that leap of faith?
Don't think and just go. I mean, for me, that's always been my way of thinking. Like, I have made a lot of bad choices in my life, but every bad choice I've made, I've always learned something good from it. So if you're ever thinking about something, just do it anyways. There can always be a good and positive thing out of any choice you make.
Thank you. Congrats on the win.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, Cheyanne, just a quick one for you. Like, why take the fight, though? I understand, like, the concept of if she runs up on me, I got to be ready to defend myself, but this isn't a street fight, and it's not like your roster spot was in danger or anything. Like, why not, knowing how you felt when you took that call, like, why say yes?
I'm a fighter. That's what we do. This is my job. This is what I love more than anything. And just, things I was going through, this is the thing that makes me the most happiest in the world. So why not? I mean, I could be on my deathbed and I'll still want to fight. So for me, it was never even a question. I called my coach and I was like, hey, I got to fight. And he asked me about my lungs. I just told him, I was like, I'll be okay. And then as soon as I said that, he was like, let's go, let's do this. And for me, I took a risk, and look at, now I'm 2 times richer. So why not? I always bet on yourself. I mean, what was the worst that was going to happen? I lose a fight? Man, there's worse things in life that could happen than that. So that was my motto.
And can you just, like, sitting there at that podium right now, knowing that you guys had a good fight and knowing that you would like a bonus, what is the rest of your night like? Do you pay attention to the fights? Like, do you find yourself, like, hoping, or like what is that like?
Right now, I'm just happy I won, but I'm a fight fan also, and I'm going to go, oh, my teammate's fighting right now, actually, Manel. So I'm going to go, after I get off stage, I'm going to go watch my teammates. Hopefully they all get some wins, and if they all win, I'll be happy. If the bonus comes, the bonus comes, but it's nothing I'm going to depend on, As long as I'm able to feed my dogs and myself and pay my coaches out, I'm chilling. I'm good.
Thanks. Congrats.
Thank you.